I'm Angela and I'm an MFL teacher. I'm enthusiastic about using ICT in my lessons. How can I pass on my enthusiasm and motivation to other colleagues across the department so that pupils enjoy their learning?
Claudina McMahon's one of the UK's leading life coaches, and today she's come here to chat to Angela Relf.
Oh, it's really nice to meet with you today, Angela. What kind of motivational challenges have you got?
Some teachers, including myself, often lack motivation when new technology is thrown at us or new ideas come in and you don't know where to start or how to bring them in and to get everyone working as a team together.
So when that doesn't happen, how do you feel?
You can't obviously carry on your own if people aren't playing as a team. So it's sometimes frustrating, but then you try and think, well, what can I do to try and help people to take it on? Because it might look a bit difficult at the start. It might actually, in the long run, cut down planning time, preparation time, and then just make lessons more enjoyable for yourself and the pupils.
Well, absolutely, because I mean, one of the things is if you're not feeling enthused by them, then it kind of is like, why would anybody else? You see, to get motivated, it's kind of like, it all sounds ever such hard work at the moment, so it's a bit like, yeah, I've got enough on my plate, really. So what I'm wondering about, Angela, is if you think of some of the projects you've got on at the moment, how can you make them a bit more fun?
I think I would need to show that I enjoy using them first of all, or also if we could visit other people and see what they do. And I know some members of staff are really enthusiastic, and if we could just have some of their enthusiasm to see how they get people to take part, both adults and children.
Well, you see, I think you've hit something on the head there, because this idea about leading by example. And so in a way, what we often do, which doesn't work, is we try and drag people, right? We try and think, please come and do this with me. And people are like, yeah, all right, whatever. And so therefore, I'm wondering if it's possible for you to go away from what we're doing today and maybe just think a little bit more creatively about how you can have more fun, perhaps whether it's the lessons or whether it's projects that you're thinking of putting together and your colleagues see you putting together and they look at it and go, hey, that's quite interesting. And then it's kind of like they're encouraged to come along with you, because positivity is actually contagious. Enthusiasm is contagious. But if we go around and we look a bit like, well, we've got a new piece of technology here and it's another thing for me to put on my list. But what you're saying, by being positive and enthusiastic and maybe a bit more creative, thinking of fun games, thinking of different ways of doing it, is that then people will see how much you enjoy it. And because you're saying, do you know, that saved me half an hour of time, they're going to be going, how do you do that? I'd like to do that. Does that kind of make sense to you?
It does, and I think you just need to be determined that that's what you're going to do. And if you are confident, then other people will say, she's got it easy now, it's easier. One thing I would like to find out though is some people can't really always be expected to make the change or to take part. Do you then just ignore and work with the rest of the people, or are there anything else that you could do to try and motivate them even more?
Well, what you often find, if some people are more reticent than others about coming on, is go for the easy ones first. So if you've got 6 people or something and 5 of them now are really into it and they're sitting in the staff room going, this is great and it's wonderful and do you know what we did and it was such fun and this, that and the other, inevitably you'll finally get the last person who'll come round and go, well, OK, maybe I'll have a go at it then.
Right, that would be really good. That technique would be, if you could spread it around school.
Exactly.
Then other departments who might think they're OK might think, hang on, we could use those techniques.
It's transferable, any subject, any place, any person, any time.
It was really useful. She gave me lots of tips and ideas of what to try. She made me realise that I need to remember that you can't get everyone on side all of the time, but you can try to. And if you can have fun, then it makes it easier for things to fall into place and try to get other people to want to do what you're doing as well.
In Angela's case, if she can be positive, if she can really enjoy what she's doing, then she'll find not only does she have more fun, but she'll encourage other people to get motivated too. Now that's got to be a good one.
And you can explore the Teachers TV website for further ideas on motivation.